Hello and welcome to your second installment of the Whiteboard Wednesday from PreparedX, and Rob Burton here. Going to take you through the types of exercises today. For those of you that are not aware, I know some of you may be, but those of you that are getting into exercises, I'm just going to talk you through a few common types of exercises. We're going to start off with the seminar at the bottom there. This is where we get a group of people together and we discuss a scenario. Very simple format in terms of how you create the scenario, in terms of how you bring the group together, but really just a discussion with a group of people about how you would handle a certain situation. That's often a larger group that gets together, but it can be smaller groups too. Drills. So like a fire drill, you can also have an exercise that covers a drill where you evacuate part of the building. And then you move into a tabletop exercise, so you can combine the two. But a drill is another type of exercise. Active shooter drill, fire drill, and there are other types of drills as well, depending on your business. Tabletop exercise, probably the most common type of exercise out there at the moment. And that's where we literally sit around a table and we discuss a problem. They can be pretty decent in terms of the type of scenarios that you run. They can be complex tabletop exercises if you want to make them complicated, or they can be simple. It really depends on the objectives of the exercises. I think we've covered that in previous videos. If we haven't, we'll certainly be doing that. But tabletop exercise, fairly easy to organize, get it on the calendar, and then start to create a set of objectives and your scenario. And then you sit around the table and have that discussion with your team, work through the problems, document any findings that you have, create a report, improve your plans and your processes. Fairly common, most common type of exercise is the tabletop exercise. And then functional exercises, we're really starting to ramp it up now. We're starting to have teams sit in their own environments within the organization. You may have an operational team at a facility, and you may have a communication team back at headquarters, and there's some event, a simulation, and the operational team will activate, and they'll activate the communication team or the corporate crisis team, and then you'll start to work together and you start to communicate and coordinate as you would in more realistic environment. So we're not sat around the table, we're actually sat at our desk, or we're sat in our facility, be it a chemical company, oil and gas, be it an office somewhere in the world, and then you're communicating and coordinating based on that simulation back to another team or multiple teams, depending. So functional exercise, really advanced, an advancement from the tabletop exercise, and you need to go in that direction. If you've been doing tabletops for a while and you've not done functional, you should be doing them, certainly if you've got multiple teams. And then finally, the full-scale exercise. So this is where, from top to bottom, we've got multiple teams sat again, typically in their own environments. We're practicing from the ground up, all the way from operations, all the way through the communications, the corporate functions, and again, depending on your organization, through to the senior leadership team. And even in some cases, you may go as far as reporting to the board level. So you may have senior leadership team reporting to the board. So those organizations much more realistic, and again, much more in terms of creating them. Takes more time, more manpower, resources, and obviously, it could be a financial impact as well, typically. So again, realism increases from the bottom to the top here. In terms of the types of exercises, and obviously resources, time, and complexity increases as well as you go through these types of exercises. So again, brief description there of the types of exercises. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please share it with your network. Please comment below and give us a thumbs up. And we hope to see you next time on a Whiteboard Wednesday. Thank you.